just months left before writs are issued for the 2017 elections, fundraisings are inevitable in the lead-up. These are, of course, normal and absolutely legal, but how and where political parties source their funds, they still have to declare them, especially the contributions from organizations and individuals overseas.
The country will go to the polls in less than 8 months' time. Political parties have already begun fundraising drives around the country to make money to fund the intending candidates in the upcoming elections.
While it's generally allowed for political parties to look for ways to make money to help support their candidates in the 2017 national elections, sourcing funding from overseas is not allowed for in any way in the current laws of the country. That's according to Dr. Alphonse Gelu, the Registrar of Political Parties in Papua New Guinea.
Contributions are only to be made within, that is from companies and also from individuals within Papua New Guinea. Before that, it was allowed. Even before the time before the organic law came into pass in 2001, anyone can contribute whether within or outside of the country. But I think for us, it's for obvious reasons that we cannot allow outsiders to contribute to political parties because of our sovereignty, our national interest.
Not all political parties in Papua New Guinea have the finance to support the intending candidates in the national elections. However, this shouldn't be an excuse for them to look for money using extreme measures. In fact, this can lead to some form of corruption. For example, businesses supporting political parties, and when they get into power, they return a favor.
Under the organic law, contributions that are made by business or individuals to parties or to candidates, they must report that to my office. Over the years, I know that candidates, political parties have not been truthful. Well, it's a requirement of the law, and we have to know this. So that within our records, we will tell, okay, this particular party is getting money from this group, this particular candidate is getting money from this business.
One of the parties that was recently on the road was the People's Progress Party, which was in the highlands to raise funds. There are currently 34 active political parties in the country. 17 have members in parliament, while the other 17 don't have representatives in the current parliament. The party with the most representation in parliament is the ruling People's National Congress Party with 53 members. Its head is the country's current Prime Minister, Peter O'Neill. Meanwhile, a two-day workshop was held during the week. This is to empower women and strengthen political parties. The organizers were the United Nations and the Labour Party of Australia. Various women intending candidates were in attendance with their political parties.
What we've been doing is that we've been talking about the experiences on how we can strengthen political parties by making sure that they should start taking on board issues dealing with women. And one of those biggest issues is empowering women. So you'll find in the workshop yesterday and today, the discussion is all about making sure that constitution or political parties do have some things in there to say about how they would go about in helping the cause of women in Papua New Guinea.
The various parties who were represented at the workshop said the experience was different in PNG. Party experience of women representation and selection vary from one province to another.
Quota of 10% is a very small quota. So it is all up to the political parties. If they want to go up more than 10%, then that's all up to them. But 10% is the benchmark. It is the one that we are saying that when you endorse candidates, 10% of those endorsed candidates must be women candidates. So that is what we are saying in the quota that we've included in the revised organic law.
Currently, there are 3 women leaders in parliament. The first time 3 women have ever been voted in of any successful parliament. The true test to the country's loyalty to women leaders will come next year. Will they remain Or will more women enter parliament? Only time will tell.
Bradley Gregory, ending tonight's program, ending another week. Thank you for your company. We'll be back next week with a fresh edition. I'm John Higgins. Good night.